Hi guys, my name is Kimmy from the Birdseed Library, and today we'll be making our hot chocolate bombs. This is what you should have gotten in your kit. So you should have gotten a bag of chocolate chips, a hot chocolate packet, a little container with some mini marshmallows, and a silicone mold to make your hot chocolate bombs in. You should also have at your own home a glass bowl that's microwavable safe. Usually glass is microwavable safe, so make sure it's like something that can go in the microwave and won't melt. You're going to need a spoon. And you're going to need another plate as well, glass preferably. It could be small or big, whatever. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to melt your chocolate into your glass bowl. So I would only use about half the bag of chocolate chips. I gave you guys enough probably for 2, so don't use the whole bag because then you're going to have a lot of melted chocolate and it's going to waste, and then you could have made another hot chocolate bomb with the melted chocolate. But so only do about half the bag. That's more than plenty to make one hot chocolate bomb at a time. And you're going to melt that in the microwave. So you're going to pour your chocolate chips in your glass safe bowl and you're going to microwave it for 30 seconds. So once you microwave it for 30 seconds, take it out, give it a stir. It's not going to be melted all the way. We're going to put it back in there for another 30 seconds. And that should make it, and then stir it once it comes out. And that should make it good. And I have it right here. It's all melted. If you still have a little bit of clumps in there, maybe do an additional 15 seconds. Just don't do it too much because you don't want to burn your chocolate and then it gets all frayed. But if you do, you still have extra chocolate chips as well. So like I said, 30 seconds in the microwave, stir it, put it back in for another 30 seconds, stir it. It should be melted by then. If not, maybe an additional 10-15 seconds. So now I have my melted chocolate. I'm going to pull you guys down so you can see what I'm going to do. So you're going to take your mold right here and have your spoon in your bowl. And it's really super easy, guys. They look so cool and everything, and you're like, oh, that's so hard. It's really so easy. So you're just going to take a scoop of chocolate. We're going to dump it in there. You want a good amount. You don't want too little because then your sides are not going to be strong enough to support it. So really, you have enough chocolate, like I said, in here. Give it a nice good scoop. And I'm just pushing it up the sides of this circle. So you want it to cover the whole gap that we have here. You want to put chocolate all the way up to the end too. So we're really covering all of this indent in here because you need to have the walls so you can connect your 2 balls together. You shouldn't see any blue through the chocolate, like the blue silicone that I have. Some of you guys have different color ones. You shouldn't see the silicone mold at all through the chocolate. And like I said, it doesn't have to be super thick. The walls might look thin, but as long as they're covered very well. And I'm just playing around with it, making sure it all goes. And you want to make sure it gets all the way to the top, even if you want to go over a little bit, just to make sure you get it. And then you can add more chocolate if you need to, but this looks about perfect for me. Let's see if I can get a closer view. So it's covering all my edges, all high enough. Make sure you maybe turn it to look at all the angles and the sides, and that looks great. So now I'm going to do my next one. These 2 circles are going to be attached together, and I'll show you how to do that later on. But I'm doing the same thing. I'm just moving my chocolate around, covering all of the blue areas that I have for my silicone mold. Just covering it all the way through. Making sure I can't see any blue. And I do have some little extra chocolate, so I'm going to just make sure, maybe a little extra. You don't want to make it too thick because then if you put too much chocolate in there, it's going to be less hot cocoa you're going to fill in there because you're going to have it covered in chocolate. So if you make like a ball and it has like this much chocolate on the bottom, you're not going to be able to fit as much hot cocoa. Make sure you get up all the sides. And like I said, it might look thin in the sides, but it will be good. These are silicone molds, so you don't have to prep them with any like cooking spray or anything. They should pop right out, and I'll show you how easy they are to pop out. So that's about good. You might have some leftover chocolate that you might want to see if you can just eat the rest of that because you don't want that to go to waste. and I have all my sides around, and this silicone mold pretty much stands up by itself really nicely, but I'm just gonna put it in a bowl, kind of like at the end of the bowl, just to give it a little extra support, because I did cut the mold so we can get enough people to use them. So some of them might look different than mine, but there it is. And then I'm just gonna put this into the freezer. So you're gonna let those freeze. The ones I have right here are refrozen, and I let them freeze overnight, but you can check on them and see if they're hard, and you can take them out whenever you think they're ready enough. So I made 2 different ones. These I already took out, and this is what it's gonna look like. Before I do, I'm gonna show you how to take this out. I'm gonna put my glass plate in the microwave for about 15 seconds. I'm just gonna warm up that plate right now. So I did it for about 15 seconds. And while that's doing that, I'm gonna take my chocolate out of the mold. So it looks really complicated and really scary, but it's really not, because first you just wanna take the edges and pull the edges. Hold on. You just wanna pull the edges apart from the chocolate, because it will be frozen a little bit, just to break them. Don't rip them, just be very gentle when you do this part. So just be gently pull away from there. And then once you do that, just slowly push them out. Like I said, they're silicone, so they're super easy to come out. Just be super careful. There you go. So that's one. It's already melting because my hands are warm. And this will be number 2. And there you go. That's super simple and easy. That was super easy. Like I said, silicone is the best. So once your plate is warmed up, it's a little warm. I might put mine in for a couple more minutes or a couple more seconds. I'm gonna do another 15 seconds. So maybe while that's going, I can open my hot chocolate. I'm not gonna open it because I don't want to waste this one and everything. Actually, you know what? I am gonna open it. I'm gonna I think I have extras. So while I'm waiting for my plate to warm up, I'm gonna put some hot chocolate in here and one of the sides. So you're gonna pick one of your sides to put hot cocoa in. I'm just gonna fill it as much as I want. And then I gave you guys marshmallows, so you could put a couple, as many as you can fit in there. And the other side does have room in this hot cocoa bomb, so you don't, if it's overflowing or going over this side, that's okay, because you have all this space in this one, because this is initially going on top of this, just like that. And these are smaller than most hot cocoa bombs. I just wanted to start smaller, and then you can always invest in other ones. But these still work great. I already did one, and they were so yummy. So I'm going to pull this plate out now. So I warmed it for about 30 seconds now, just because I took some time. And we're going to take the half that we did not put any stuff in, and we're going to put it right flat on the plate. This is going to melt the edge of the chocolate, so it can kind of act like a glue to the other side of your hot cocoa bomb. So we're going to put it on there. It's going to melt the tip of it, and that's good. That's what you want. Like I said, it's going to act like a glue. And then you're just going to put it right onto the other side. And you're just going to push it down a little bit. Here's a tip for you as well. If you want to wash your hands with cold water before working with your hot cocoa bomb, that might be a great idea. I did that the first time, but forgot to mention it a little bit earlier, because my hands right now are super warm, because I'm super warm, and it's melting the edge of my chocolate a little bit. So definitely maybe wash your hands in some cold water as well. And if you have some, as you can see, there's a little bit of a hole right there, just because, like I said, my hands were warm, and I think I made a little hole in it. You can always melt a little bit more chocolate and then cover it up just to make it that perfect hole, because you don't want, if you're giving this to someone, you want it to maybe look nice, but if you're just using it for yourself, I'm just going to cover that hole. And that's basically it. So it's really easy. It's not going to be perfect the first time because it's a new thing that someone's trying, but now you have the molds and you can just buy more chocolate and then you can make more if you want, and then you could probably get a lot better at it. Like I said, it's the first time working with chocolate. I made one before and I got a little bit better at it, but I hope you guys enjoy and enjoy your hot cocoa bombs. I know people like decorate the outside of them, or people do white chocolate instead of milk chocolate, so they can make maybe like a Valentine's Day one. I know they can make like a red ball for Valentine's Day instead of just a chocolate. I know if you look up ideas, people decorate the outside of them. Some people put candy canes inside their hot cocoa bombs. So there's so many other things you can do. This is just really like a basic hot cocoa bomb. So I hope you guys enjoy. Definitely send me pictures or let me know how it went. Like I said, you get the mold. You can practice more with them. So I hope you guys enjoy. And with the materials I got, you should be able to make at least 2 hot chocolate bombs. So good luck. Have a great day. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.